Hey guys, what's going on? It's Lefty from 643 Productions coming at you here with another Black Ops sniping gameplay commentary. This is six-man domination, not the ground war variant, on the map Radiation. I have the gold L96A1 as usual. Not the greatest gameplay once again coming from me today, but it's a longer gameplay, meaning I will have more time to talk with you in depth about the brand new title update that Xbox 360 users got last night, somewhere around 1:32 a.m. Central Standard Time. PS3 users, do not fret. I believe the 1.07 patch, or is it 1.7? I don't know. 1.07, 1.7. I know it's a 7. I just don't know how they do it. Not that much of a computer whiz. I'm not any kind of computer whiz, actually. But anyway, that's besides the point. You will be getting the patch, I believe, if I read correctly, when the First Strike DLC becomes available for download and purchase. Whenever that is for you, I think that's sometime actually coming soon. Be on the lookout for that. It is not that far off. And you guys will be getting the patch 1.07 or 1.7. Again, I apologize if I address it incorrectly throughout the video. You guys will be getting it, and you will be able to frolic in the fruits of its bounty before too long. One thing I wanted to talk about, one specific aspect of the patch, or the title update, excuse me, that I wanted to speak with you guys about was the sniping. Obviously, this is one where they address sniping, just like patch 1.06 or 1.6, whatever. And, you know, this was kind of a big one. This was kind of the one where in the lead up to the patch, I think, at least, the sniping community started to band together, not in the cheesy movie kind of way, you know, where there's like a montage and everybody's happy and everybody, I don't know, whatever happens in montages when people are banding together, but it seemed like people, a lot of snipers in the community, started to get on board with the idea of sniping not being up to snuff in Black Ops. And it wasn't just one or two people, it was a lot of people. I was making videos on YouTube. I got Snipinator involved. I know there are a couple other people saying that sniping was not right. I believe Hutch was one of them, although he didn't explore it in depth. And there were a lot of people on the Call of Duty forums, as well as countless others that I've never met or heard from. So this one was kind of a, I don't know how to say it. What was it? Well, it was kind of big for me, because I wanted to see not only if a balance could be struck with sniper rifles in Black Ops, but how responsive Treyarch and the powers that be are to rational, logical, forceful arguments for change, to affect change in some manner. And, you know, without rendering my opinion on that prematurely, I just want to get into the patch real quick and what we have seen in change. And obviously we don't know exactly what has been changed. I think obviously it's still Treyarch policy not to divulge those specifics, and you know, it makes it kind of hard. It makes it kind of hard to say, well, let's see where we're at. But I got the patch last night. I played one or two games. My initial reaction was, to be perfectly honest, nothing changed. To be perfectly honest, nothing changed. I went on the forums, the Call of Duty official forums. I said, you know, title update. This is the sniping one. I'll play a couple games, and we'll see what's up. So I started playing, and the sway is still there. The off-center scope and the resultant force sway is still there. After playing it more today, I would guess, again, this is something that we would need the statistics on to say definitively, but I would guess. I guess we're looking at a tweak in perhaps how the off-center scope is calculated. I mean, where it starts and where it goes. I think they may have tweaked the center speed. Again, this is all just speculation on my part, but just going by the feel of the sniper rifle when you scope in. But again, those two things are still they are still present and they are still prevalent. And I think those were two of the big three. Obviously, the off-center scope, the resultant sway, and the spread ADS timer were, I think, three redundant systems meant to hinder quick scoping in total. You cannot quick scope in this game. You will not be effective at it. Things of that nature. However, my argument is and always has been that those big three redundant mechanisms are hindering sniping as a whole. Sniping at any range, sniping at all ranges is hurt in large part, very large part, due to these three redundant mechanisms. Now, if you go ahead and tweak one, the other two will be right there to pick up the slack. And that has been my argument from the beginning. That has been my argument for removing everything in total. And it looks like the hint we got 2 weeks ago from David Vonderhaar on the Call of Duty official forums when he said that it looks like the spread was the problem, it looks like that's all we got. Because one thing you will notice now as you're scoping in, the hipfire reticles will start to, they will move in, actually, towards the center of the crosshairs like in Modern Warfare 2. Just like in Modern Warfare 2, in Black Ops previously, you will notice they kind of hovered or stretched out at some radius about the center of the crosshairs. You would notice that, but now it looks like they come in. I don't know if they go in all the way. I haven't studied it. I don't know exactly what they changed once again. But it looks like they definitely made the spread as you scope in until you get the crosshairs, until you are fully accurate. It does look like they made that a little bit tighter. Now, a lot of people have been heralding this as or some people at least have been heralding this as the fix to snipers. I know I'm not calling him out, but I know Hutch was raving about it on Twitter. Yes, I follow him on Twitter. I know you do too. We can be fanboys together, but he was raving about it on Twitter, this tightening of the spread, and really, like I have said from the beginning, I know at least that this will not be enough. Tweaking the spread, if sniper rifles were closer to being on par with other weapons, if there was just that little something missing, you know what I mean? If that was all that was missing, that change would be definitely acceptable. Just that tweak will be acceptable. But my point is, sniper rifles are nowhere near the level of other primary weapons within the game. They are severely underpowered. They are severely hindered by the mechanisms intrinsic to them, that there is no way that a subtle tweak to how the ADS timer or how the spread is calculated as you're scoping in is going to solve any problem. There is no way that's going to happen. Now, I'm not going to tell you what to believe. I'm not going to tell you what not to believe about this patch. I just give you my opinion and how I see things. I urge you to go turn on your Xbox or wait until, if you're a PS3 owner, until the map packs drop, and then you'll get the patch. And then play with it. Play with the patch. See how you like it. I don't think with the problems that sniping has that this will be enough. And from there, it's really up to you guys. I don't know what more we can do. I really don't. It's been a couple months of really, really rational, I mean, not to toot my own horn, but really rational and logical arguments on the part of me, or on the part of myself and other people on the Call of Duty forums, on YouTube, and we get a tweak to the spread calculation. That's the fruit of our labor. And again, I'm trying to make this my job, so I have the time to play the game, but you know what? I urge all of you to really think about this. Think about what went into this and what we got as snipers in return, and adjust your game buying strategies accordingly. Is Treyarch the developer for you? I know David Vonderhaar has said he only wants to respond to constructive criticism, but you know what, Mr. Vonderhaar, you're making it really hard to think anything other than Treyarch doesn't like snipers. Because you know what the problem is. Everybody, there are 80 pages on the Call of Duty, or 90, almost 100 pages actually, on the Call of Duty official forums about why the sniping patch in whole needs to be removed. 100 pages of that. Have people not necessarily screaming on YouTube, but saying the same thing on YouTube for a long time, and the result is this tweak to the spread ADS timer. I really don't think that's enough. I've played with it again today. It's really... there's really no noticeable difference. Somebody asked me on the forums last night, or I believe it was this morning. I can't remember. Technically it's all the same, I guess. But I say, you know, how noticeable is the change? how noticeable is the change, the tweak, whatever it is they did. And I had to go on there, honestly, I said, well, maybe it's because it's so late at night, but I was hard-pressed to notice a change. I only noticed a change because I was looking for one. Now, maybe those are the best kinds of changes, I guess, when you're talking about a video game, but still, when you have something that's this underpowered and what I believe needs such drastic changes, a subtle change is not the way to go. You're not going to get there. This game's life cycle is already almost half over, and we are just now getting subtle tweaks. And I don't think that's enough. So let me know what you guys want to do. Let me know what your strategies are, what you're going to do now. Obviously I'm not done playing this game. Like I said, I'm trying to make this my job, but I don't think Treyarch is the developer for snipers. I really don't. If this is what we get, Treyarch isn't the developer for snipers. I'm just going to be honest about that. All right, guys, that's my time. I got to get out of here. Thank you for joining. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Thank you again to Snipinator for helping me get on Machinima Respawn. Thank you to everybody that subscribed. As a result of that, I hope you all enjoy my videos and enjoy my channel, what I'm able to do. All right, guys, that's my time. I got to get out of here. Thanks for joining. I am out.